Hello, everybody. Aviation 11 here, and today we are going to be talking about the Ansett Airlines, the reason, and we're talking about something mysterious about Ansett Airlines. Ansett Airlines was an Australian airline who flown a long time ago. They were a lovely plane, the lovely airline and beloved airline. And in the early 2000s, in 2001, Ansett Airlines was bankrupt. Yeah. And also in the year 2001, Ansett Airlines was the Australian airline was bankrupt. Also unknown as the complete opinions. Ansett was an old airline, and originally, since no Virgin, no Jetstar, no Tiger Air, they had to put Ansett Airlines, TAA, Australian Airlines, and Compass Airways, and Qantas. Also, Ansett Airlines is bankrupt. Also, they were bankrupt, and same thing. Since a long time ago, they were flying aircrafts and like all this stuff. They fished it off, and also Ansett Airlines had to be bankrupt. They had to be bankrupt because they had no money and no business. If they were booming, they would have been bankrupt. And next thing, Ansett was the airline that was bankrupt, completely misunderstood. Also, Ansett Airlines, what a best airline ever. It had to be bankrupt, and also that's the older Ansett Airlines, the best airline economy, and they had Ansett, they had 747, and they had a bit of an accident here, but we don't know what it's called. Ansett Airlines was the best airline ever. Since that, Ansett Airlines had to be bankrupt and also not known as a never fall for that. As competedly in there, Ansett, what a biggie. Ansett Airlines from Australian East. Ansett was a big, cool plane, and also they were bankrupt 20 years ago. Also, Ansett Airlines are bankrupt and cause of no money and no businesses. Like, they had all different kinds of planes that are really old. Also unfashionate, Ansett started an own relief. Also, Ansett had to be realistic due to the variants. Virgin Australia, a year later, after Ansett Airlines bankruption, a year after Ansett Airlines bankruption, Virgin Australia, a year later after the Ansett Airlines bankrupt, they started, and a year before that, Virgin Australia had started, and also, and then a couple of years later, Jetstar had a couple years later after Ansett Airlines was bankrupt. Jetstar had to take place since 2003. Also, Auto Citizen Ansett Airlines was candle, I think. Ansett and Tiger Air took place, I think, the same year as Jetstar, maybe. And also, Jetstar had to take place since 2003, and Virgin was a year before the bankruptcy of Ansett Airlines. And that was their old version, the old retro livery. Candle again. I think that was Ansett, but I think that was another worry. Ansett had to be over this, and that might be another Ansett. Also, and Virgin had to be up. This is the Ansett, and it's competed since they were bankrupt. Also, a part of that, and a year later after the Ansett Airlines was bankrupt, Rex Regional Express took place since 2002. Also, then, and Qantas turned 100 in 2020. Also, they're a lovely member, and we're all knowing about Ansett. Next thing I want to know is a big outlined and under industry. And also, Ansett, look at all these retro roos. They're all in under row. And also, I put the bankrupting airlines like it's real nothing pain. And there's Fly and the Rex, like they went. There is Ansett again, and then I think FedEx introduced their 777s in 2014, but Regional Express, I think, retired their Fairchild thing, or whatever it is. And Saab began place. And also early this much planes was a biggie in the early 2000s. Then Aero Pelican was Ansett livery. And also, we are all talking about rising. Then Qatar, I think they are 777 startings. There's Rex Regional Express, and there's Regional Express retired plane. Also, Ansett had this plane for quite a long time. Also, Ansett had to end it. Also, I don't know why Skymark and Ansett Airlines, there's Qantas had retired the 747s last year in 2020 after 50 years of service. And also, an Ansett, here's a Ansett, and Yeah. And putting the pressure of Virgin Australia's, and since all these dimes, the bankruption of the after Ansett Airlines, Virgin Blue, and then there was Pacific Blue, and it's an era since Ansett Airlines, and also Air Pacific as Fiji Airways as of had struggled and retired the 747s in 2013 after a bit of long service. And there goes there's Pellier in Australia. Now there goes Air New Zealand. They took place, I think, of the A320s only and the 767. And Tiger, look it back. Anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you drop it a like, follow, and share. And like and subscribe. We'll see you for more videos. Bye.